Hello, this is Norman from Network Optix. I have a cool device I want to show you. It's an IP-based IR light with low light sensor inside and tempering detection, temperature detection. It's a very cool device. I'm going to show you how it can operate within the NX Witness video management system, how you can set up soft triggers for it, and how you can create alarm layouts with it, how you turn it on and off, for instance, automatically without NX VMS. So we go to the VMS, to the UI of the IR light, and I set up some events and rules. So the event is when there's low light, what should we do? We control the light. So if I check the setting I made, I set it that when there's low light, so the sensor measures a low light level of less than 15 lux, it will automatically turn on the switch, turn on the IR light. So, okay, and what I did, I also want to have a detection. So when there's a low light measured in the system, I want to have a text overlay within my NX Witness VMS system. So, as you can see, it's made on Kulu. Kulu is one of our partners in the UK who uses the same software as we do. They're an OEM partner of us, and they managed to do the integration with the company GJD, the manufacturer of the IR light. So later we will show you how to add a rule for creating an alarm layout. So what happens now if I remove the light by laying my hand on the sensor? It says it's getting dark here. Okay? So it's a rule I set up. I can show you in the rules engine, events and rules engine. Show a text overlay when there's a generic event. To the system, show a text overlay, and if we go to the rule, you can see it's getting darker, the text we just saw. As you can see, I also set up some soft triggers. It's very easy to do. I will show you. We have the rules engine again. We go to the soft trigger. Take this one for example. We choose an action, in this case soft trigger. We choose a device to show the soft trigger on. It can be one, it can be all. Just select as many as you want. Then you select to which users it applies. I applied it to all users. And the name of the soft trigger. And this one is a strobe effect on the IR light, so I call it strobe. And then you can pick an icon. We have many icons in the soft triggers, but if you need any different icons, please share it with us. Maybe we can add them later in a new version of NX Witness. So for now we take the flashlight. What are we going to do? We do an HTTP request. So we are sending an HTTP request to the IR light. I can show you, we have an API for that. This is the API call we create. And how do you know what kind of API call you have? We have an API document. You go to this document is freely available via the manufacturer of the IP lighting for the Clarion IP network integration HTTP API. So we go to page 5, and here you have the API function list. So you create an API call with Clarion, and then you set your group, your index, your function, and your action, and then here it tells you what it does. So to turn it on, you create an API call with the IP address, login details, Clarion, LED, standard, power, on, and it will turn on for you. So to give you an example how it shows, we go to this page, examples, action commands. So turn the LED on in state standard. Standard is the level of lighting that is set in the camera. By default it's 80%. So it's a request like this: HTTP user pass IP address Clarion LED standard state on, and the response will be okay when you put it in your browser. So it's a little bit different because we can only we only set up the IP address and we do the login and the password below. This authentication is on auto, and the request type is also on auto. So okay, what happens now? I created the rule and I press the strobe, and we have to watch for the IR light. I press the button right now, and it starts flashing. I can turn it off, or I can turn it on. As you can see, the light is not so bright, and it has to do with the IR cut filter in the camera. So it can only benefit of a little bit of the amount of IR available right now. If the camera switches to black and white and the IR cut filter removes in the IR pass through filter is enabled on the camera, you will benefit a lot from the IR lighting when in really dark situations. So the on-off rules are the same as the strobe rules. Now I can turn it off. And now we can going to create a rule when somebody is messing with my IR lighting. So we are creating a rule within the unit. So we add an event. The event is called temper. Tempering also fine. Here we can select the action, tempering, delay. We don't want to have any delay when we have a tempering action, and we add the event. So now we have an event, but then we have to add an action. So what's happening? What are we going to do? We go again to the Kulu VMS. Server IP is already filled in. Porters, etc. all is filled in because it's already done in the previous events. So that's very convenient. And we have a caption, and the caption is necessary to give the alarm in the right place. So I copy this one. No, copy the whole. Control C. Add the action. We go back to NX. Go to the camera. Go to the rules. Add an event. Let me see. Generic event. It was Clarius, and the caption contains temper alarm. So what are we going to do? An alarm layout, and then we select our devices that are positioned in the area of the IR light in real life. So I selected 4 cameras which are in the area. I want to do it instantaneously and force in the layout opening apply. Okay. So now when somebody is moving or tempering the camera, an alarm layout will pop up in the screen. So take it up, and there's the screen. And we have the notification in the notification panel. So this gives you an idea how you can optimize IR light within the NX Witness VMS. Thank you for watching this time.